Hi everyone, my name is Folu Balogun, and I'll be sharing with you my experience on being a stay-at-home mom. First of all, I'd like to say that it was not my intention to be a stay-at-home mom. I had plans, I had ideas, I wanted to be something. I went from studying history and strategic studies to studying masters in fashion management. So it went from one place to another, and my goal was to become like a great fashion house. I had told people that I will have offices in 5 different countries of the world, and that was just the beginning. So finding myself as a stay-at-home mom was a big challenge for me. I did not like it. I was looking for activity. I needed something to define me. I felt like I can't be in this place where all I'm doing is raise children. It's too much, or rather, it's too insignificant. I needed something great, something powerful, something like out there. So, and this journey it started a long time ago. When I mean a long time ago, not so long, I just mean like I went from being a mom in 2015, and it's like that has been the journey. And as at 2015, I was still juggling my sewing. I was doing different kinds of things. I was sketching. I was going to school, trying to gain more knowledge here and there. And before I knew it, hey, another child came by, and I thought, what's going on? And you know how people will tell you, do what you have to do so you can forget about it quickly. I suggest that you ask God about that one first. So I did all of that, and I realized that I couldn't juggle the fashion and the children. I just couldn't do it. Some people can, and that's where I say that God really gives grace according to how you need it. So for me, I could not juggle the fashion house and then raising children. So I put that on a hold. But somewhere in my heart, I was like, Lord, I want this, I want that. I still want to work. I still want to own this. And in fact, I still got employed in a few places. I would apply for jobs at different kinds of fashion houses. I will get some of the jobs. Sometimes I won't get it, but I just kept on going. I kept on going. I kept on going. And there was pressure from family, like, what are you doing now? And if you hear that question in Yoruba, you know that it will hit you somewhere in your heart. What are you doing now? You can't let the pressure of raising the family just be on your husband alone, that the money will be too much for him. He said, all kinds of, advice here and there. And all of this kept on entering into my head. And I was like, God, what am I doing here? Fast forward to 2019. No, actually, fast forward to 2020, the time when COVID hit. I tell people that COVID, like, God shut down the earth because he needed to get my attention. It was from that year that I realized that, hey, I better start owning this stay at home mom thing. So I, you know, started a journey with God. I'd been a Christian before, go to church. I was even head usher with an attitude, strong attitude. Like, I cannot tell you to sit down somewhere and you will not sit down there. I will drag you there. You must sit down there. I'm the head usher. Who are you? My father's house. So there was that. So, I thought I knew God, but it was in 2020 that I began an intentional journey with God, and I started to see things differently. Started to, take things to him intentionally. And it was in that year that I actually said to him that, you know what, if I don't work, it's fine. If I don't get a job, it's fine. I'm okay with where I am now. I would do what I have to do with these children and, move and just continue with life. Whatever happens. That's where I got to. But I know that God is even more intentional with me than I am with him. And that's the same thing with us. He's even more intentional with us than we are with him. So he took my, he took what I said, actually, really took it to heart. And it has just been a different kind of journey, because I began to see that it's not just about doing something big. Something big sometimes is just right there in your home looking at you. Sometimes that's the one big thing that you need to work on. I would write different things. It was even in 2020 that I realized that I could write. I would write some things. I could do different things. I could create some things that I never would have done if I was not a stay-at-home mom. And when I started to do that, I started to go on a journey with God when He made me realize that this big thing that I want to do, I want to influence others. I want to help other children out there. How about I start with my own children? That they're the ones that will go out there and become the influence themselves. So focus on the children. In this 2023, you know how everybody will enter the year with a vision and where they want to go, what they are going to do in the year 2023 or in whatever year they enter into. When I was entering 2023 and everybody was like, oh, we are going to spend time with God, press in to hear what He's going to say for the year. I was like, I haven't asked, okay, but I will ask. And when I did ask God, He said to me, focus on your children. And it was a big struggle for me because I'm like, what? Like, you have things, you have people, like, there's so much to do in the world. There are people that are sick that need to be healed. There are people that have to there are people that have different things that they need to do. That how can you just ask me to raise children? And that's where He now taught me that that is important. Like, maybe I'm not the one. You know how for David wanted to be the one that would build the house for God. But He said, no, it's not you, it's your son. I wanted to be the one that would influence children, that would change children, that would create things that children can use and can help them understand God better, help them love God better. But He started to show me that it's not necessarily you, but it's your children. How about I pour that into my children, and they can be the ones that would influence. They start in their school, they go on to church, people that they talk to, different things like that. So that's where I'm currently on. I still have my challenges. I still have the times where I'm like, God, I don't think this makes sense. But He has taught me that in the times when I think that it doesn't make sense, He will supply grace. And as I'm a stay-at-home mom, I have 4 kids and I don't stay where family is readily available, and I don't really have available help. So there's also that pressure from home on me, and sometimes it's overwhelming because I feel like I cannot take it. But the thing that God has done is that He has continued to supply grace. I cannot say how He supplies the grace. I cannot say when He supplies the grace. But I know that where I am now, as a stay-at-home mom, the things I have achieved, the children I have raised, how I'm able to juggle everything, it can't be me. There are nights that I'm trying to clear up the kitchen after everybody has eaten and everything. I'm trying to do that. And the typical me, the original me, will be so tired and so exhausted. But I just find the grace to wash. Even in the washing of plate, I realize that it means something to God. So I knowing that my being at home means something to God has really, really helped me. And I really just pray for as many out there that are struggling with this situation that they are in. It means something to God. Knowing that it means something to God helps you walk through the process easily, or be easier, something like that. So thank you.